All right, good morning, everyone. Let me double check if the stream is working. Okay, it should be. All right, it's Monday again. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we have high impact news today, but I think it's at 10. Yeah, high impact 10 a.m. news. Just want to check what the rest of the week looks like. Okay, cool. Trump tracker's low. Don't have to worry about that. So the only news I really have to worry about is the 10 a.m. All right, let's start on the daily on NASDAQ. And we've been stuck in this little range here for a while. Not surprised. Last week we just continued to basically range. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Friday I didn't trade. It was okay, it wasn't a holiday, but markets were closed, so I just didn't trade it. And I'm glad I didn't trade it because it barely moved. So I think it was worth it not to trade. Zones I'm looking at right now on the 4 hour, this 4 hour supply zone, which I'm not gonna lie is a pretty big zone. It's kind of hard to get a really good entry off of a big zone. So I'll probably be looking at other smaller zones within this one. Let's see. This is a good 3 hour demand zone. And then this 3 hour supply zone as well, which it kind of looks like we've been rejecting a little bit. Looks like we've rejected it twice. This could be a really good zone to take a trade from, but we'll see how 930 is. Another 3 hour zone down here, which we have bounced off from a couple times. So that's good. That could be a good area to target if we do end up getting down there. It also looks like it's the bottom of this range we've been in for a couple days. What else? This is also a 2 hour zone, which I'm not sure I would draw. I kind of want to look for a smaller zone. Cyrus, see? This is why you don't be up here. Oh, he not even supposed to be up here. He chilling. Gosh, he's clingy. Let's see what else. Okay, this 1 hour zone, I like it. It's small. It's exactly what I was looking for. Cyrus. Okay, go over there. Go. You're not supposed to be up here. Good morning. Good morning. Did you guys open your Lucid crates? I think I got the. I think it was like a 65% off one or something like that on eValves. That's what the crate was. This is also a 90-minute zone. This is a 90-minute zone. And they're going crazy. I don't know if that was the mailman or what. No, it can't be. It's probably just a truck. It's crazy. The dogs were not barking, but as soon as I press start stream, they go crazy. Anyways, this is a good 90-minute zone. I don't think I'm gonna mark it though. It's already had this 3-hour zone. Oh, someone's actually here. Well, let me go check that out because they just rung the doorbell. I'm back. Someone was dropping pool supplies. Probably it's probably chlorine or something. All right. Anyways, we got this 45-minute zone. What time is it? Okay, 9:11. All right, let me hurry up. Okay, okay. You got a 55% off. Yeah, that was a good one. I saw people were getting this other one, which was I don't I don't even want to say it because I don't even know if it's real. But like Lucid did post it on X on Twitter. I think it was like something about like feed pics from the CEO or something. And someone actually pulled it. Because I guess they posted everything that you could get from the crates, and then that was an option. So that was interesting. I feel like Lucid is a very, how do I say it? Like it's a very, how do I say it? I feel like whoever owns Lucid is on the younger side. They're very onto like, I don't know, these newer trends. Like the Lucid Max account. That's something that like that's like a young people thing, you know? Which I don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, I do like Lucid. I think they're one of the best. Especially with the crate thing. Like what other platform is doing that? I don't know. We have a couple 15-minute zones. I don't think they're the best zone to trades, but I would like taking shorts from here. I just kind of have a feeling that's gonna happen before the market opens if the short does continue. Um, but yeah, just like I would have really liked to take a trade off of this area up here, this 4 hour supply zone, or even this 3 hour, which we've already seen some reactions off from. So I'm hoping when the market does open up, I kind of hope it comes back up to this area up here and then take a trade up there. But if it just goes straight down, I'd want to see it get below VWAP, and then I'd take a trade from either of these zones. Really depends on what happens, how the market opens up. So we'll see. Lucid's good for beginners. Yeah, I would say that too. I will also say Top Step's good for beginners. because of the platform. The what is it called? The TopStepX platform. I actually spoke to a couple traders that didn't know how to actually calculate how much they were risking on a trade because TopStepX did it for them. So they was kind of just like they never learned that side of trading futures. It was just like TopStepX would automatically calculate it for them, which is good and bad. Like I feel like I'd want to know both. You know, you never know. But yeah, I know a couple of traders that don't know how to calculate risk because they automatically do it with TopStepX. But let's look at what is this called? US 30. On Thursday, the shorts came in from this 4 hour supply zone, which is really clean. Um, but I didn't catch that. I forgot what trade I took on Thursday. I know both of the trades I took last week, they were pretty slow trades. Probably because I didn't trade them Monday and Tuesday. But it was pretty good week. Wednesday and Thursday were pretty slower though, pretty slow days. We'll see how this week is. Looking at this 3 hour time frame or just a bigger time frame on US 30, I really don't like how it looks. Right? Like we have this clean reaction. That's the only clean reaction we have out of all of this price action. So I don't know. Let me zoom in and see what I find, but I don't I don't think I'll be paying too much attention to this. We do have a couple zones, which is good. Lucid coming through this 65% discount. Yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy. I really like their crate thing, you know, cuz it's not like you have to do certain things to get a crate. Like no, everyone gets a crate, which is cool. Okay, I like the zones on US 30. I don't like how the price action is on the bigger time frame. And I mean, I do think Nasdaq looks a bit better. Yeah, this is the trade I was looking at here. All right, these dogs are going crazy. I think everyone's starting to walk outside now. Um okay, I was going to wait to see if they were going to keep barking, but I was thinking shorts off of here just because we were rejecting this 3 hour supply zone multiple times. This is kind of the trade that I wanted, but we got a couple more minutes still. Now I want to see what happens near VWAP. You guys saw I don't like seeing weird price action around V. I don't want to see this when the market opens up. I rather see us continue to break below it, right? Something like this, a clean breakthrough, or just a clean bounce. If we do have a clean bounce, doesn't mean I'll be bullish. It just means I'll be waiting for us to tap this 3 hour supply zone again, right? Even this 4 hour supply zone, which is huge. Huge zone, which I don't like. Big zones are good. It's just the only thing that sucks is if we are trading all the way up here, it's kind of going to be hard to get a good entry because you don't really know exactly where the reaction's going to happen unless I take a buy like that. That could happen as well. Who knows? We'll see. We'll also see how volatile it is. I think this pre-market is a bit, I don't know. It looks kind of normal. So we'll see how the market opens. Let me finish US 30, which looks like I'm kind of done with. There's a lot of zones on US 30, which is good. What's up? Yo, that's you guys could hear the Chihuahua barking. He's all the way downstairs. You've been saying for a while you're done with YM when you break it up for real. I don't think I ever will, cuz I did have a nice run with US 30. It's just recently it's like I don't know if it's my strategy or just kind of the way that I trade it. It hasn't been the same as before. That also might be cuz it's at all-time highs. We're pretty close to it. That could be another reason. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever fully break up with it. But technically I have been on a pretty big break. Like I haven't traded it for I think over 2-3 weeks. It's been a while since I traded it. I do keep an eye on it just to I don't know, get the feel of it, not get rusty. But yeah. I did say I wanted to start looking at ES. Oh, you know what? This is ES. What am I actually doing? Yo, I'm over here charting ES. Wow, I'm slow. Okay. Oh, anyways, yeah. Okay, yeah. Actually, US 30s right at all-time highs. My bad, guys. I was actually looking at ES. So, this is US 30 and it looks worse than I thought. Like actually, it's right at all-time highs as well, so I'm not surprised. Like I do struggle at all-time highs. No wonder. No wonder I thought it looked so good. I was like, wow, there's a couple good zones. And it was ES. That's funny. As long as I got NASDAQ right, that's what matters. Okay, I like this 1 hour supply zone here on US 30. Cool reactions. Selling off. Kind of looks like NASDAQ a little bit. Uh but the bus has left. Like that move already happened. So damn, did you guys ever miss your bus at school? I did. I was scary. I used to be scared of missing the bus. I was just thinking about how like I really used to go to school and I hated school. And it's crazy cuz now I'm done with it. Like it just time really flew by. It's crazy. Sometimes I got to remind myself like, wow, I'm done with school. Like this is what I've always wanted. But yeah, when I was younger, I forgot what grade. I think I was in like second grade or first grade. I missed my school bus. I don't even know how. I was asking people, "Where's my school bus?" And then they tried telling me one of the buses was my bus. And I got in, I saw nobody. Nobody that I recognized. So I was like, this is not my bus. And I ended up missing it. And like I used to go to school with my brothers and my cousins. So that's how I knew the bus wasn't mine because they weren't in there. And yo, I missed the bus. My mom came to pick me up and she got in an argument with the principal. I think the principal was trying to blame me for missing the bus, even though they tried putting me in the wrong bus. Yeah, that memory has always stuck with me. Like ever since that, I was always scared to miss the bus. Yeah, crazy. I don't know why. It's just a random thought I had. Random thought. Did you ride the short bus? Surprisingly, I didn't. Honestly, I should have. I should have because I didn't know how to properly communicate. Like I was the quiet kid for sure, for sure. It's funny because my best friend she used to ride the short bus in high school, and I guess she rode the short bus because none of the buses went to where she lived except for the short bus. So she had to ride the short bus. That's funny. But no, I actually took the regular school bus and I hated it. Everyone was stupid, I swear. I'm sorry, but that's just how it was. Right, I used to sit in the front of the school bus looking out the window and that was it. Like I did not mess with anyone. But that was after 3rd grade. Before 3rd grade, I went to like a bilingual school where everyone spoke Spanish and my brothers, my cousins were all there. So like I was a cool kid. Like I swear I was actually a bully at one point. It was bad. But then it was a complete 360 when when we moved to the suburbs and I had to go to a different school and it was completely different. Like the way people were talking, I was like, what? Like, this is so I didn't know. I didn't know. It was like a completely new world. And that's why I started being the quiet kid 'cause I just didn't know. But I mean, nothing. I don't regret it. Like that's over with. I'm happy I was the way I was because I wouldn't be here. Yeah, I remember in high school too. Like I wasn't even thinking about homework. I was thinking about what I'm gonna do after school, and I knew college wasn't gonna be my thing. Even though I did go, I knew it wasn't gonna bring me to where I really wanted to. So I remember being in school in high school and college, I was learning things like business wise. Like I remember in high school, I was trying to learn how to be a truck dispatcher. I I, I was trying to get a good job, work for myself. Somehow a truck dispatcher came up. I guess they make money, but that didn't work out. That didn't work out. And I was 17 as well. My first business I had to make with my mom. So she was kind of like the actual owner, because I couldn't create one. But yeah, that happened. It's crazy. I've failed at so many things. I'm glad I tried trading. I'm glad I did. I failed at so many things and I started trading and I started failing at trading. But just the thought of actually succeeding with trading, like that's what kept me going. So I knew like trading was my thing. With trading, you don't have to deal with customers, you know? With sales and trading get compared a bunch, but with sales it's like I feel like sales is so draining, if you don't have a good social battery. That's how it was for me. but it was good. Don't get me wrong. It's very similar to trading where you could work for like, an hour or two and make a couple thousand, depending on what you sell. So that's why they get compared a lot. But I just think trading's better because I don't have to deal with customers. But everyone's different. Everyone's different. What are you trading today? Most likely Nasdaq. Yeah, most likely. I actually want to zoom out really quick. See what's up. This zone down here, this 3 hour zone, I really like. This zone here, I like as well. Here's the market open. And then this 4 hour zone up here, this 3 hour, I really like as well. So if we do end up bouncing off of VWAP, which so far it kind of does look like we are, then I'll be looking at this 3 hour zone up here. These small little zones, like this one, not really paying attention to. I like this 15-minute zone as well. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm really planning to take a trade either off this 3 hour or this 15-minute zone down here. Right now, it looks like the 3 hours to play. But let's see where we get because we could also chop up at VWAP, which I don't want. And then yeah, I would take longs or shorts off of this. Honestly, I would take longs if we start closing above like the 80s up here. If this does happen, I think it could come up to this 4 hour 50% line. That would give me a big enough move. Good move to catch. And then the shorts as well. But let's see. Let's see if we even get up there. US 30. Not sure. I mean, we had this one zone up here, which we kept rejecting. Looks like we're breaking past it. It's also very close all-time highs. So it looks like it's going to take out all-time highs. This is a strong opening on US 30. Wow. But then watch it chop up. Hopefully not, but that's kind of what it does. Last week as well, I think a reason why I traded pretty good, I did size down and I had very wide stops. All the trades I took last week, if I had a tight stop loss, I would have lost. So having a wider stop definitely helped. The only thing that sucks with that is you gotta not only size down, but have a bigger take profit. Which kind of sucks, but then it doesn't because it does help. Okay, this opening range on NASDAQ, pretty good size. This is like the usual now. The opening range recently always has been over 100 points, which is impressive. I feel like, a couple months ago, we didn't really see that. So it's good to see now. It's funny too, because it's about to be like summer. Is it summer already? Yeah, it should be, right? Because it's June. So I feel like once the summer started, we saw like way better price action. way better markets. Usually people say summer markets slow down. Honestly, I think they get better. I think almost every summer I've traded, it was good. Okay, here we are at this 3 hour supply zone. Now I want to see if we reject this area, if we keep going higher. We did bounce off of VWAP, so that could push us up higher. The only way I would take longs is if I see it close above 970. For the shorts, technically I would already be short here. I do kind of want to wait and see though. I want to wait and see what happens. Or either wait for a retest as well. But yeah, usually I would be short here. So we broke this 1 minute wick here. Where's VWAP? Oh, okay, it's right there. Wow, I'm slow. Okay. Oh wow, this is damn. Sorry, I've just realized on US 30, this big move here was at 925. That 925 candle. That's crazy. Okay, the shorts did continue. Now it's back at VWAP. So right now I'm looking at the fact that we've tapped this zone up here 3 times. We've rejected it every single time. But even though we've done that, we haven't really like, made a lower low or anything or gotten below VWAP. So now what I want to see is if we actually get below VWAP. Or yeah, if we bounce off of it again, then I would expect the buying to continue. Like continue high. If we bounce off of VWAP again, then I'd want to see us break these highs. Let's see though. It's still below VWAP. Another close below VWAP. 6 more minutes for this 15-minute candle. I definitely want to see a strong close on this 15-minute candle. And I don't want to see it close, very close to VWAP. Yeah, let's see how this 5 minute closes. The 5 minute looks like it's clearly bouncing off of VWAP, but we'll see how it closes. US 30s going right past VWAP. See, I don't know what trade I would have taken on US 30. I mean, probably these longs. Not gonna lie. Literally right at the top. Then I would have gotten stopped out. Break even. And then look at this 5 minute candle close on NASDAQ. It's a nasty wick. Let's see. Let's see if it continues higher. Like I said, if we bounce off of VWAP, I'd want to see it break these highs. But anything could happen. Like, we could just continue moving sideways off of it. This kind of just reminds me of what happened on Thursday. I think on Thursday, NASDAQ bounced off of VWAP twice, and then the longs really came in. 5 more minutes for this 15-minute candle. This looks like a 15-minute supply zone here. Okay, so far we've been moving sideways. Definitely could have caught this short here for sure. The first short. Now it's back down to VWAP. And look at the 15-minute candle. I think the 15-minute candle is gonna be a huge hint to what's gonna happen. So we'll see in about 2 minutes how it closes out. I won't lie though, so far it's kind of not what I wanted to see. It is pretty early on into open though, so I'm trying to be patient and see if this picks a direction. Definitely could have played the range though. The short was good. Honestly though, if I was in the short, I would have wanted it to go lower. All right, 40 more seconds for this 15-minute to close. And yeah, so if you look at a 15-minute candle, it looks like a clean bounce off of VWAP. All right, that was a 15 close. I'm thinking longs if this closes above 935, which looks like it is. It's also closing above the opening range. All right, I'm in a long there. I did size down, so I will have a wider stop. I'm actually have a tight stop for this. It's actually not even that tight. It just looks tight, but it's not tight. It's a pretty wide stop. Yeah, I got stopped. It's also getting below the zone. The only way I would take long again is if I see a close above 968, which is all the way up here. I'm planning to take short again if it breaks this wick here. Or sorry, not short again, just short in general. And then again, I'd only take long if I see a strong close above 69, which I was confident in the buys because it we bounced off of VWAP, which is why I took it like that. But then we tapped this air and selling came in aggressively. The 1 minute time frame definitely looks choppy. The 5 minute looks wiki. Okay, but this is a 5 minute close above the opening range. All right, I'm in another long here. Yeah, I'd want to see this get up to 140. Let me do some math really quick. I want to make sure my take profit is good. Hmm. That's weird. I'm not sure why. It looks like that first trade. I don't know. That first trade, it looks like my loss was only $1.50 on all accounts but two. That's weird. I definitely want to see this 5 minute close above 969, which we just got below. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna get stopped. That is nasty. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this. Unless it bounces off of the opening range. But I for sure Titan stopped. I did not like that huge wick. Okay, here's the last minute of this 5 minute candle. I always like to say the last minute of the 5 minute candle really pushes to where it wants to go. Because I feel like usually if I get stopped, it was on like the last minute of a 5 minute candle. Okay, but this looks like it's pushing up again. Like I said, I'd want to see this close above 969. And okay. I mean, we closed right at it. That's not a good sign. Really need a good push here. Definitely a tough open. Like it hasn't been, what am I saying? It hasn't been too clean. Okay. We're not doing much. I mean, I guess the good sign is that we do have a couple 5 minute candle closes above the opening range. I guess that's good. The only thing is, it's very wicky and like we're not really pushing towards anywhere, at least so far. Yeah, I'm probably gonna close this early. Yeah, I got stopped there. Definitely could bounce off of this opening range. I don't like these 5 minute candlesticks closing out, rejecting this zone. I don't like that. Yeah, we're back inside the opening range. Like I want to short it now, but it's just like I also don't like the price action. So I'm not sure if it's worth it to really take another trade. I mean, it's already 10 a.m., so we're gonna have some high impact news soon. And again, usually I try to catch the trade that I really want before 10. That's why last week, like when there was 10 a.m. news, I was already in a trade that was break even. Now it's just like not what I wanted. Let's see what this news candle does. I'm glad I tightened up the stop loss too. If I didn't tighten up the stop loss, I would have taken a fat L. Let's see what this does. Like I was definitely bullish if we closed above, what is this? Yeah, 968, 969. Looking at the 5 minute time frame though, we never really saw a strong close above that. At least not yet. I mean, it could happen now, but also just the price action on the 5 minute time frame, like these wicks here, not a good sign. If we look at the 15 minute time frame, yeah, this is a big wick as well. I mean, I was definitely bullish. Just it wasn't really, doing what I wanted it to. Not the cleanest move. Glad I had a tight stop though, for sure. And then for some reason, this first trade, yeah, I only took that first loss on two accounts. I don't know how. No clue how. I don't know. But I'm gonna take it as a good sign. The second loss for sure was on all accounts. 139. Yeah. Which is good. That's less than 1 R. By that for sure would have been upset if I won the first trade and it was only on two accounts. See, and then it says that's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna cancel these. See, it says I have orders. Okay, I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened. The first trade that I took, I placed a buy here and it got smacked quickly. So maybe on some accounts it happened too quick that it didn't fill the order cuz I still had orders pending. Okay, good. I mean, I'm gonna say that was good. Now I'm trying to see. Honestly, I'm really trying to see if the bind continues, but I don't like how it looks. Honestly, I'm very close to calling it a day here. Just not seeing what I want to see, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that 10 a.m. news too. Like it didn't really do much. Nothing at all. Yeah, I was trying to see if we bounce off of this opening range, which it looked like we were doing, and then again we failed to get above this 970 area. And now the selling looks like it's gonna pop in. Which I think the sells, I don't know, like it's 50-50. The sells would make sense in a way of like, oh, it's a ranging market, like we're not going anywhere. Let's just play the range. but I don't know if I want to do that. Does look like a great play. It's just we're going up. We're making higher highs, you know? On a smaller time frame. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day here. I could definitely wait, and take another trade, but technically I've already taken two losses, so I should call it a day. And it's also just not what I wanted to see at all. Yeah. On the 5 minute, definitely looks like a clean rejection off of this zone. Oh, maybe here. Maybe the buy-in pops in here. I don't know if I should take another trade. I really could, but I'm like not 100% with it. Let me see what you guys think. Yes, looks weaker than NQ. It's consolidating. Choppy. Your stop is too tight. Yeah, I did tighten up stop. My original stop was at this 5 minute wick. But then I was like, wait, we're rejecting this zone here. Let me tighten up stop. That's why I tightened it up. So I really didn't see the close that I wanted to see, which really might come in now. But let's see. It's a big bind candle. What I'd want to see is another big bind candle. Like right here, we had a big bind candle, but then it disappeared. It's popping in again though. SMT, we're gonna sell. I don't even know what a SMT is. SMT has to do with ES, right? Something like that. I feel like that's what it's like. Both of them. I mean, I really don't know, but US 30 did sell off. Slowly but surely, it sold off. ES. ES looks choppy. ES looks worse than NASDAQ. I don't know. This is looking bullish. We'll see how this 5 minute closes. Like I said, I was thinking buys if it closed above 70s, and now I'm seeing a strong close. The only thing is the stop loss. Okay, here's a 5 minute close. Really strong close. I'd want to see it bounce around this area and then break the highs. If it does that, I'll take one more try. Okay, there we go. I'm in another buy. Might regret this, but I think it's worth a try. I do have a tight stop loss as well. Like, I want to see this move really continue. And it's not. All right. Maybe. I think it'll be pretty easy to tell if it's gonna continue higher or not. Yeah, looks tough. 15-minute candle's gonna close soon. US 30 looks like it's bouncing off of this demand zone down here, which is good. It's good. What's ES doing? Damn, ES is still in that range. It's gonna be a new 15-minute candle, so could see a pretty big pullback. pullback or pump? Yeah, I'm gonna break even here. I honestly think if this 15-minute candle turns red, we're gonna see a good pullback. I I do want to see this get up to 140. I feel like that would be the next stop, but I also think we could get up there, in a choppy way, which is why I'm also breaking even. So we are going up. It's very choppy. Damn, it's very slow. I'm gonna try to target 100 points. Cause like I said, I do think it could get up to 140, but I also think it's very up and down. So I'm most likely gonna get stopped. Yeah, break even. Honestly, I'm still bullish unless it gets back inside the opening range, but I'm gonna call it a day. That was two losses, kind of in the right direction. Just, well, no, yeah, they were both buys, but very up and down. It is above 970. I was thinking if it gets above 970, then 140 would be the next stop. But who knows? I mean, for me, it's hard to say confidently where it's gonna go when it's moving like this. So I'm gonna call it a day. I always say they were all great trades. I'm glad I had a tight stop loss for this one too. If I had a wide stop for this, I would have gotten stopped out just for it to go back up. That would have sucked. So I'm glad I had a tight stop. And then, oh my god, look at the 1 minute time frame on this. Yeah, that looks bad. But that was it for me. I'm definitely gonna journal later, see what ends up happening. What was the best trade? I think a really good trade was this first short that came in, which I even said it when it happened. I was like, damn, usually I'd be short here, but let me wait for these longs. And the longs was it was alright. It was alright. The bounce off of VWAP definitely made me bullish, but damn, the price action was pretty bad. Especially on the 1 minute. The 1 minute time frame looks rough. Yeah, I think it could have been worse. Wow, this market is making me yawn. That's how bad it is. We'll see what tomorrow gives us. Let's see what the high impact news is. Today we had 10 a.m. news. What is this? PMI? PMI. Which really didn't do anything. Yeah, that 10 a.m. candle was nothing. Tomorrow we have 8:30 news and it looks like 8:15 news, and then that's pretty much it. Wednesday, nothing much. Nothing much. Hopefully we get some high impact news of some sort that really does something for the market. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. 15 minutes, okay. Oh yeah, it definitely looks clean. Clean bounce off of VWAP. Clean continuation. I'm kind of trying to wait to see if it really bounces here. I mean, I won't take it. I've already taken 3 trades, but yeah, no. I'm just waiting for nothing. Yeah, definitely a good time to walk away. So, oh, this actually has a lock feature. Let's lock it up here. What is this? End of day. Boom. All right, cool. Oh, looks like it might bounce. I'll definitely be happy if it continues higher. That's what I wanted to see. Just study and see why it got sucked out and wrong. Nah, I wasn't wrong. I was right. No, I'm kidding. I think the main reason why I got stopped is just choppy price action. I mean, I could have had a wider stop, but at the same time, it's like then I would have been risking more. The only wide stop that really would have been fine was the first trade, which was here. If my stop loss was this wide, then maybe it would have worked out. But then, like, now is when I would have been hitting a 1-to-1. And honestly, yeah, this is 71 point stop. My usual stop is 25 points. The second trade, I'm pretty sure it was somewhere around here. I was gonna have a wide stop. Again, if I had a wide stop, 55 point stop, I would have gotten wicked out just for it to go back up. This third trade, it looks really good, which I did break even just because I don't like the price action, but I would still be in this trade if I didn't break even. But I'm honestly fine with it. I think it could have been way worse. Honestly, if I wasn't so bullish, I would have taken the short. I would have taken the short if I wasn't so bullish. Then if I took this short, I really would have been wrong. And I've done that before. But I actually stuck to a bias this time. Purely just because we bounced off of VWAP. And yes, we were rejecting this area a couple times, but we never made like a lower low. That's why I also didn't take this short here, which did play out well, but I didn't take it. I was honestly bullish. Yeah, I'm not upset. I feel like today could have been way worse. Way worse. No volume, yeah. Yep. The opening range was a good size. I thought there was gonna be decent volume with the opening range being almost what is this 160 points, which is big, but then like zero continuation. Or yeah, zero continuation. Yeah, and then this long here that I took, I was looking on it on the 5 minute, and it looks so much worse on the 1 minute. These 1 minute candlesticks. It looks like it's bouncing. It does. I'm definitely gonna check later what ends up happening. But I think the best thing I could have done was I'm not sure because I really had no reason to long it down here. Except maybe a bounce off of the opening range. But like it didn't even look like we were bouncing off of it. I think I did good. I think I did good. Honestly, I was very close to shorting it here, especially when it got below the opening range. But then I was like, nah. So I'm pretty satisfied. Like I said, I think it could have been way worse. We'll see what tomorrow gives us. And then US 30. The cleanest price action on US 30 was right before market open. Like what? I mean, this bounce was clean too. But yeah, no. Maybe I would have taken this short here. But I only would have taken this short if I didn't take the long. So I don't know. That's why I haven't been trading US 30. I really haven't been good at it with the strategy. Pre-market worked out good though. This buying was good, but damn. Yeah, I think it's safe for me to call it. Hey, what does ES look like? Okay, the longs continued on ES. It does look worse than Nasdaq though. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty choppy. But who was saying the shorts were gonna pop in? They still could for sure. For sure, anything could happen. Honestly, I'm kind of waiting for a Trump tweet, but no. I was kind of hoping, like, while I was in this long, like a Trump tweet would happen and it pushes up higher, but that didn't happen. You need a larger risk reward ratio to make up for the lower win rate. Mm, I mean, my win rate's not that bad. It's only bad when we're like right at all time highs and the market's just not moving in my favor. But like overall, my win rate's average. It's from 55 to 65%. Every time I get a payout, that's what the winning percentage is. And then the RR is like a 1 to 2, but it's actually been way better. Like last week, the RR was higher on the trades because I also sized down. Size down has definitely helped. Not in today's case though. So I'm waiting for like a big move here, and it's not coming in. But okay, I'm gonna call it days. 10:30. It's been an hour since market opened, and I mean decent moves happened, but just not as good. Not as good as you know what we've seen. The 1 minute time frame looks choppy. It does. The opening was strong. You definitely could have caught a really good move here with the opening range, but damn. Then it chopped up. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow will be way better unless we have two choppy days in a row, which is possible. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But don't be on the charts all day. I'm about to go outside. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna touch some grass and I'm gonna reconnect with nature. I'm gonna try.